Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today's the 31st of May, 2024. We're going to talk about this article written by Protos. Donald Trump is now good with Bitcoin, wants its future to be made in the USA. So what changed from his prior stance of not liking Bitcoin and wanting the US dollar to be pristine and the best? Why the flip? What actually changed from then to now? Let's go through this article. Then I'm going to update you all on the price prediction in the market for Bitcoin. U.S. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump has apparently changed his mind about Bitcoin. The former commander-in-chief previously said he's, quote, not a fan of Bitcoin, end quote, said it seems like a scam. Now, look at what he said when he was a president. He didn't like Bitcoin then. So why would he all of a sudden flip saying that he accepts Bitcoin now? Just think about it. And claims it, quote, can facilitate unlawful behavior, including drug trade and other illegal activity. Now, that is so asinine to make that particular comment because even the US dollar is used for illicit activity and criminal activity. So what? That falls mute. It has no point for you to even say that Bitcoin can be used for illegal activity when all foreign paper fiat currency is doing the exact same thing. You're not making a statement by saying that. However, he's now claiming that he's fine and good with the world's leading crypto, and that is the future will be made in the USA. Again, this man is going to be harped on the USA to the day he lays in the grave. It's all about the USA. It's all about the dollar. Bitcoin is not about the USA. Bitcoin is decentralized and it's about world power. It's about the world. It's not just about one small nation within a globe of many billions of people. Bitcoin is inclusive of everybody who walks on the planet so long as they got an internet connection. The US dollar, not so much because it's fiat and it's only based off of the faith of the United States. So once the faith of the United States dwindles and goes down, what do you think is going to happen to the dollar? Exactly, it's going to go down too. The about face took a few years as the US president on July the 11th, 2019, Trump tweeted clearly, and here's the tweet right here, still up. I am not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies which are not money and whose value is highly volatile and based on thin air. Well, even thin air has value because guess what? Without air, you won't be here. You need air to survive. So it looks like you need cryptocurrencies, I guess, in the future to survive. Is that what he's trying to say? Unregulated crypto assets can facilitate unlawful behavior, including drug trade and other illegal activity. And he has another tweet. Similarly, Facebook Libra's virtual currency will have little standing or dependability. If Facebook and other companies want to become a bank, they must seek a new banking charter and become subject to all banking regulations, just like other banks, both national and international. So what about all of these other companies that come up with, what about McDonald's, Burger King, many other department stores? They come up with their own currency. Yeah, you use them to buy their own particular product back at them, but they don't have to have a banking charter. It's called, sometimes even some of these businesses have coupons, discounts, codes, points. Airlines have points that you can rack up if you swipe credit cards so that you can get free flights, new amenities, hotel stays, save money on gas. Like, they have points. They just don't call it currency. So just change the word up a little bit and you can actually have currency without a banking charter. He goes on to tweet, we have only one real currency in the US and it is stronger than ever, both dependable and reliable. It is by far the most dominant currency anywhere in the world and will always stay that way. It is called the United States dollar. Again, if you want to die on a hill, this is pretty much this tweet that's going to die on the hill eventually one day. Because you and I both know that all fiat currency eventually goes back to its original value, which is zero. Here goes some of the replies, some of the tweets that people have said in response to him being the president of the United States back in 2019. Mr. President, this is from Caitlin Long. The state that gave you the highest margin of victory in 2016, even bigger than Reagan, welcomes law-abiding crypto companies and created a new type of bank charter to allow them to comply with the law. You are just wrong on this. Your staff is misleading you. Something obviously changed because now he sees value in Bitcoin. This is from Pomp. If your argument is that Bitcoin is based on thin air, while Bitcoin's argument is that it is based on math, who should we believe? Asking for a friend. Who do you believe? You believe Bitcoin or you believe Trump? It's real simple. Bitcoin is the true because it is based on computations and math. Somebody else provided an alternative take, trying to promote their book. Maddie says, you're wrong. That's it. Just one word. You're wrong. Richard Hart tweeted out, $11,295 was the Bitcoin price when he made that tweet. You will be curious about that one day. This tweet may also live in infamy, especially if Bitcoin's price runs to $1 million per coin. And you have this man back in 2019 when he was acting as the president of the United States hating on Bitcoin. So what changed? Just think about it. The only thing that changed from then, 2019 to now, is his capacity of being president. That's it. So he's willing to say whatever he has to say in order to get votes. That's it. He doesn't know anything. He's not more informed about Bitcoin than he was back in 2019. He needs votes. And if he sees that the other side is trying to restrict and hold back crypto companies, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, etc., then obviously he's going to take the opposite side to get those people's votes. Do you really think if he does become president again that he will actually do anything for crypto companies, Bitcoin? He needs votes because 2 years later, his views on Bitcoin didn't even change. He remained decidedly negative. This is on June 7, 2021. He answered a question about Bitcoin on live TV. Quote, Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam. Why would he say that? Because he was still acting as president of the United States. I don't like it because it's another currency competed against the dollar. Well, that didn't change. Bitcoin is still competing against the dollar till this day, and it will forever compete against the dollar. Essentially, it is a currency competing against the dollar. I want the dollar to be the currency of the world. It already is. So what's your point? That's what I've always said. But then he jumps into the NFT market, creates ordinals, having his mugshot on the NFT marketplace, trying to have some of his suit that he took the mugshot in to give it to people as NFTs. Now he's selling digital trading cards. Yeah, because he needs the money to run the campaign. All of this can be stemmed back to this man trying to run to be president a second time. That's it. Don't get duped by the words that people say. Because Bitcoin hasn't changed. It's still the same. It's still decentralized. It still runs off of computations, math. It is still competing against the dollar. The only thing that has changed in this whole situation is the fact that this man was once acting as a president. He is now that president. So he needs to get more votes because he's running to do that again. That's the only thing that changed. And since that changed, his wording changed. That's it. So now, let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin's price action because it's been a while since I talked about Bitcoin. And here's our current price prediction in Bitcoin. You guys can see we've been expecting the market in Bitcoin to trend to the upside in price. That hasn't changed. The only thing that I would do is change this buy zone. I'm going to move it down here because this is the newest level. Okay. Now the market in Bitcoin did come and hit this area of sell zone around $72,000. But when you look at this on the weekly chart, it doesn't look that bad. This market in Bitcoin is still bullish. It's still trending, and it's trending in the upside direction. Nothing has changed. The only thing that we need to see is when this market in Bitcoin breaks this first sell zone. And you can tell on the daily time frame that this whole time that Bitcoin has been trading within this range is telling that the market is building up a base, a foundation, a cause for that next breakout. Okay. So the only thing that I'm going to do, because I'm still looking at the strength into the market in Bitcoin, is we're going to extend out the price prediction. And I'm going to lower our basis of support now. That's it. Now we've had opportunity to come and take something off the table, and we're still getting that opportunity to this day. So now I'm done. Go ahead and give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.